Hello, I am back. Thank you for joining me back again. What you're looking at is a meal prep for the week. When you're meal prepping, you always want to have all your containers out. Already kind of pretty much started already. Normally, I like to use glass. Glass is a whole lot better. It keeps your food a whole lot longer. Just don't dishwash the tops because they will melt, and that has happened to me before. Here's, pretty much the chicken I have, potatoes. You want to keep everything pretty much simple when you're meal prepping. That way you don't have to worry about cooking through the week. Now I'm going to show you a little bit general idea when you're getting started getting back in shape, or I wouldn't say necessarily get back, just eating more healthy for the new year, for 2019. Like the chicken legs right here. Normally what I do is I peel all of the skin off of the chicken. You could put it in water and boil it, which is a good healthy way of doing it. You could boil it, or you could put it in the oven and bake it in. But this time, since I'm pretty much gonna do a fast, quick recovery, just getting in shape real fast, I'm gonna do it the hard way. Too much don't have any taste to it, but it's a healthy way of doing it. So normally what I'll do is I'll boil my chicken. I won't put no kind of seasoning, nothing on it. The potatoes, which I already peeled them already. You want to peel your potatoes before you even put them in the oven. This is a non-stick pan. So anything that if you can find a non-stick pan to cook your food in, is always a pretty much better deal. Each potato has about 600 and something grams of potassium. So if you're low on potassium, if you don't have no bananas, potatoes is the way to go. It has a lot of potassium in it, which I'm going to show y'all the nutritional facts on the potatoes and the rice. Here I have a pot of rice. This is about 1 cup. So if you can see my glass jar, I say glass jar. If you can see this right here, let me zoom in. I don't know if you can see where it has 1 cup right here. Yeah, so about 1 cup of rice, you would normally use 1 cup of rice gets you about 4 cups of water normally. It depends on whatever rice you have, if it's instant rice or regular. So normally it's between 1 cup of rice is 4 cups of water, or 1/4 cup, 1/4 of rice measured out normally comes out to 1 cup of water. And here I have my tuna. This is a large can, which, like I say, you meal prep it through the week. So tuna, rice, potatoes, chicken. I prefer brown rice. Brown rice is a whole lot more healthier for you. But since this is what I have to work with, then I'll just have to use this. So I'm going to give you the nutritional facts on the rice itself. This is plain jasmine rice. Plain Jane jasmine rice. So now what I'm going to show you real quick. Now, as you say, the nutrition facts, about 50 servings per container. Each bag is 50 servings. 1/4 cup of dry. Like I said, 1/4 cup normally gets you 1 cup of water. So 1/4 cup is 1 serving, which is 45 grams, right? Each serving, so like I said, 1/4 cup of rice gives you 160 calories, which is crazy. Here's some more as far as total fat. I'm sorry, y'all. There we go. Total fat. There's no fat. There's no saturated fat. There's no trans fat. There's no cholesterol, nor there's any sodium. If you notice, there's no vitamin D. There's no calcium. There's 0.4 milligrams of micrograms or milligrams or whatnot of iron, which is good. There's no potassium. Now, carbohydrates. Now, don't forget, this is per serving. Total carbohydrates are 36 grams, 1 gram of fiber. It says dietary fiber less than 1 gram. There's no sugar, none of that. So, rice is really not bad for you. if like say if you really want to watch your calorie intake, then yeah, you'll know 1/4 cup of rice, which is one serving, has 160 calories, which isn't bad for you, which really isn't bad for you at all. The tuna, I bought this can because it was dented on the side. There was nothing wrong, just dented, so they had it on sale so I'm on a budget, so I try to get whatever deals I can get and come across. Sorry, y'all. Just bear with me. There we go. Thanks for hanging in there. Nutrition facts. If you notice, serving size, 2 ounces drain. So 2 ounces drain, there's about 56 grams, 1/4 cup per serving. Okay. So there's 56 grams, there's about 56 grams of protein, about 1/4 cup of tuna. So 1/4 cup will get you about 56 grams of protein. So if you're out there trying to get protein, tuna's a good way to go. You could get the small regular cans. This is 2 ounces. So you can imagine how many. So you got servings per container, 24. So you think about it. There's 24 servings in this large, gigantic tuna. So you could do the math on that. So you're looking at, servings, 24. So then you will have calories, 60 calories per serving. Per 1/4 cup, there's 60 calories. From fat 5, I don't know what that means. Total fat, 0.5 grams. Saturated fat, trans fat, there's none. Saturated fat, there's no cholesterol. Sodium, for 1/4 cup of tuna, there's 260 milligrams of sodium. So, so normally when you see canned foods, they have high in sodium because they want to keep the food for a very long time. That's why you'll normally see canned goods have high in sodium, or, frozen piece of things or whatever, they normally have high in sodium. There's 110 milligrams of potassium per serving. Protein, I've lied to y'all. I am so sorry. 13 grams of protein per 1/4 cup. Apologize, I lied to y'all. There's iron, 4%. Vitamin D, 6%. Niacin, 40%. Vitamin B6, 8%. Vitamin B12. So if you're low on your B12s, this is be pretty good. It's 15%. I don't even know what that is, what vitamin that is or whatever. I mean, let me see. That's pretty much it with the tuna. The chicken, I really couldn't do the chicken too much because I already threw the pack away. So this is a large bag of potatoes. The ones you see at the store that has maybe 30 potatoes in. This is one of these bags. And just to show y'all, so y'all see what brand. Russet potatoes, all purpose. Which is pretty good. I normally get this brand. They're a pretty good brand. It's just potatoes. I'm not too picky on which brand it is, but I normally get this bag. So let's look at the nutrition facts. One potato is one serving. So there we go. One serving, if you look at the facts, nutrition facts, serving size, one potato is one serving. There's 110 calories in each potato. There's no total fat, no saturated fat, no trans fat. There's no cholesterol. There's no sodium in potatoes. Carbohydrates, there's 26. Carbohydrates, there's 26. Sorry, y'all. There we go. Dietary fiber, 2 grams. Total sugar, there's 1 gram of sugar. There's no added sugar. There's 3 grams of protein per potato. No vitamin D. There's calcium, milligrams, 20 milligrams of calcium. You have iron, potassium. Now, this is the awesome thing about potatoes I like. Potassium. There's 620 milligrams of potassium per potato. Vitamin C, 26 milligrams of vitamin C. Vitamin B6, 0.2 milligrams, which is good, which is really good. So these are the things you really want to look for. Like I said, normally on a certain diet, normally it's about 2,000 to 3,000 calories a day. Like I said, if you really count your calories, then you just want to basically say, okay, one potato, it has 110 calories. So you could do the math like that. So when you're grocery shopping, this is what I normally do. The sugar, anything with a high content of sugar, stay away from. Like I said I think I said in my previous video, the average man that I was told by someone, the average man needs to have at least 32 grams of sugar. That's a day. You know, Soda Pops doubles that. Let's get some seasoning. Let's see what seasoning I have. And I'm trying to find a pepper and I cannot find the pepper. Where did I do with the pepper? Where did I put the pepper? And I lost the pepper. That's all right. So normally what I will end up doing is seasoning my potatoes, put some pepper on top of the potatoes. I cannot find a pepper thing. I hope I didn't throw it away. That would suck. Now, preparing your chicken on the stove, you would want to keep this chicken. You want to set this probably about, I'm trying to keep it at medium. I say about 5.5, from medium to about number 5. So chicken's on the stove, so y'all can see a little bit better. There we go. Chicken's on the stove, cooking. Oh yeah, we in business. Potatoes, we're gonna get the oven ready. Potatoes, you want to cover your potatoes up with foil to keep the moisture in. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm spinning around and doing all kind of stuff. So, see if I could do this with one hand. Oh my gosh, I did it. So, you want to cover this up with foil. The reason why you want to cover anything that you put in the oven up with foil is because you want to keep the moisture inside. This foil is definitely going to keep all your meat moisturized. Potatoes, you know, it's going to keep them soft. Now we're going to set this oven. Bake. 350 is a good time. We're going to start it. And I'm not going to set the timer yet. Once your stove get on 350, you're going to hear it beep. You're going to put it in the oven. Normally, I try to keep it in the oven for probably about 30 minutes. You can put it in there for 30 minutes till basically when they're soft and they're ready. How you want to know when they're ready? Your potatoes is ready? I'm going to show you. If you could stick your butter knife through it, you stick your butter knife through it and it goes through automatically easy and there's nothing come out on the other end, it's ready. You'll know when it's ready. You'll know when it's ready. When you stick it through, it's pretty soft. If it's kind of hard in certain spots, then you put it in the oven for maybe about 10 to 15 more minutes. And yeah, you go on from there. Now, normally, like I said, I'm gonna let the oven do its, it's still warming up. Still warming up. Here we go on this side. I have cornbread muffins. Next video, I'm gonna show you how to make these. If you're like me that eats bread and it swells your stomach up pretty bad, cornbread is a good way to go. You go buy the box and it has the the directions on it of how to make it. The next video, I will probably a couple of days, I'm gonna produce videos that show you how to cook these cornbread muffins, and they turn out pretty good. I put a little bit of too much cornbread batter in there, and but hey, it still turned out pretty good. And cornbread's the same way when you're cooking it. You want to basically take a butter knife, put it in the middle, and make sure there's no gooey stuff that comes on the outside also. And all the directions is there on the box when you buy your cornbread. So, like I said, I prefer glass. If you get able to get glass Tupperware, which is great. If you notice, I have a lot of plastic. Plastic is good, is good. But the reason why I don't like plastic, because when you're warming your food up, there's chemicals and oil inside of plastic. A lot of people don't realize there's a lot of oil in plastic. So plastic is good if you're able to keep your food in there and put it on a plate and warm it up. I would advise anyone, do not warm your, if you have plasticware, don't warm your food up in a plastic Tupperware. They won't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you from firsthand. Get your chicken or food or fish that's in your plastic Tupperware, put it on a plate and warm it up in a microwave or the oven like that. Don't use plastic and warm it up. I'm not going to sit here and be a hypocrite, so I've never done that before. But that's the reason why plastic Tupperwares don't last very long for many people, is because when you put it in when you put your Tupperware inside of the microwave, it breaks down the oil. That's why you'll get your Tupperware look all scratched up and stuff, because the oil, actually, all the chemicals is there is getting in your food. You're not supposed to use, they'll tell you it's microwavable, but I'm telling you from firsthand that I know how plastic's made. So this is your basic setup. You want in your kitchen, you will want for your kitchen, you basically want your basic setup. Let me turn the stove on because I haven't very much light in here. A little bit lighting. There we go. A little bit better. So for your basic setup, you will want your Tupperware already set out, your water. I poured fresh bottled water inside where my chicken's at. What else? Your foil. I use Reynolds wrap, which is pretty good. Water. Have your bottle filter water for your rice and things of that nature. 4 cups of water per 4 cups of water. What I said earlier, I said 4 cups of water for 1 cup of rice, right? Now, if you're able to, like I said, each rice that you buy, whether it be instant or 10-minute rice, is going to come out different. I got to open this bottle with my mouth. All right. Hang in there with me. Oh, yeah. Pouring it up. So that's 2 cups. 2 cups. Oh, shoot. I got water all over the place. That's all right. I'll clean it up. And I'm going to do one more. All right, one more. I'm all over the place. Here we go. I have my rice. I like to cook my rice. Turn this light on. I like to cook my rice about medium. Once it starts boiling, about 10 minutes. Once it starts boiling, I want you to count from 10 to 15 minutes. Let it boil for about 10 minutes. And use a plastic spoon and stir it around real slow. And after 10 minutes of you doing that, after it starts boiling, then you want to cover the pot, turn the stove off, put a top on it, and let it set. Let it set for about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. You could put you some butter in there. I say about a tablespoon of butter in there if you want, to let it give it that little moist for your rice. So that's normally how you want to cook rice. But like I said, it depends on the bag of rice that you normally will have. So I gave y'all a general idea of how I normally meal prep and get my meals together. Now, what I'm going to do with this, once I open this up, I'm going to take a large tablespoon. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons and put in each container. That way, that's about 2. I normally try to measure it out just about because I've been doing it for so long. That's about 2. That's about, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah. About 2 servings per large spoon, or 2 spoons. 4 spoons give me probably about 2 servings of tuna. All right, I'm assuming. So that's normally how I pretty much meal prep. So y'all have any comments, concerns? If you want me to upload any different type of cooking video as far as meal prepping, like I said, tomorrow I am going to show my workout video, me at the gym. Yes, y'all can join me at the gym tomorrow morning early. Get up pretty early, get to the gym, get this workout in. So yeah, please subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. Any negative comments, I will block you. But yeah, thanks. I appreciate it for joining me. All right, thanks. Bye.